Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Blessings to all of you. So, most people they think all the time before they do something. And the better recipe is if you would do most of the things first instead of thinking, you will have a steeper learning curve because you can only learn through doing. You cannot learn through thinking. The action needs the reaction, needs the reflection, yeah, of us, while our thoughts are not getting reflected in this strong way than our actions. So that doesn't mean you should just do anything that comes in your head, because this is also not an advice we can give. But most of you know enough about the laws, and you have your own ethics, you have your own morals, and this you don't cross. But what is in between this, in this, that you have your ethical orientation, you have the no-goes, then all from there, what is left, do it. Do it quick, no? In the book of Musashi, that was a famous samurai, he was saying, take a decision and act it out in the first 7 breaths, no? Which means you want to call somebody, yeah? You want to write something. Have the inspiration, do it. Do it. And you will find your life coming much better and easier. So we have the hands, no? We have these 2 hands, we have these 10 fingers, no? And we have the feet, and it shows us that we are made to act. We are made to grab things. We are made to do things, no? And when you don't use your hands enough in the terms of, for example, you are not having any skills in handcraft, you have no skills in playing an instrument, you have no other motoric senses in your hands that you do something like, be it gardening or cooking or cutting a bread and so on. If all that is very little in your life, then this is most probably one of the reasons that your life doesn't really function well, you know. Therefore, learn to act more than you do now if you have the feeling it is not enough. As in the old times, people were forced to act permanently, to get the water, to uh, look after their horses, to have a garden and so on, to make their own clothes, to stitch the things when the button falls down, and so on and so on. If that is not happening in your life anymore, that means your life is too little in action. And just running around in the area is maybe good to a certain point for your body, but it is not the action that we are talking about. Yeah. Walking the dog is good because the dog needs to be walked, but it will benefit the dog and not so much you. Yeah. So find a way to bring more action in your life, to bring more concreteness in your life. Find something that you do with your hands or your feet. So with your feet, it would be dancing. Running, we said, is good, but a concrete thing that where you are creative, because running is not really a creative thing. And you need to create. This is the most important thing in your life. This is how a person becomes great, because they create great, right? So consumism is the opposite of it. The more you consume with your eyes, with your ears, the less you achieve. That is the simple rule. So you want to have an achievement in your life, make the attention and go into action. Yes. Many people meditate, you see, and in our tradition, meditation is something that is done at last. Why? Because the ego is synonym to a bomb. No? So you don't meditate on a bomb. Yeah. That doesn't really lead to anywhere. It leads to nowhere. And you can see that with the millions and billions of meditators. They have no input on this world because they meditate on a bomb. Yeah? They meditate on a system that they can't understand and is not going better by meditation in that sense. What will really drive you forward is action, is correction, is shaping yourself through acting in different ways and especially acting more. No, that will have an input in your life and drive your life to the point you would like to be. I hope this gives you some sense. Make your own experiments, and your own experiences, and find happiness is not for nothing that it is said. Action is satisfaction, right? So try it out. Thank you very much. Wishing you all the best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.